Welcome to the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. If you're curious about whether the new Rolex GMT-Master 2 is worth the hype, this video is for you. We will give you a glimpse of the Rolex GMT-Master 2 and we will be addressing and discussing the details of it in this additional video brought to you by the luxury world. Don't forget to subscribe to receive updates on our most recent videos. It appears that the GMT-Master by Rolex has always been a subject of experimentation and serves as a testbed to see if the new ideas and innovations on the watches will make or break the company's reputable branding. Rolex is without a doubt the most well-known of the world's luxury watch brands. And with that being said, it's almost as exciting to discover their new watches releases every year. The GMT-Master is one of today's most collectible, worth preserving, and iconic Rolex sports watches. Going back to its first release in 1954, Rolex made its partnership with the prestige airline Pan Am Company to market it to international pilots. They offer a watch that is capable of tracking multiple time zones simultaneously. The decision of Rolex is simple, and it only took a little effort to associate its brand with a company that's known as one of the major commercial airlines. It seems that they want to be seen as a major tool for professionals, but that's not yet a clear decision, not until the end of the 40s wartime aircraft development. This paved the way for people to become able in traveling across the Atlantic using planes instead of a boat that is more prone to uneasy circumstances. This became a major turn for Rolex in which they emphasized the growth of the aircraft industry while it started to become adopted by wealthy travelers. Also, the introduction of the jet engine air travel soared, and this is where Rolex has quickly taken on. They were adaptable enough already to push boundaries, and this is where they used a modern trend-setting term. The very first GMT-Master 2 was very basic, with the GMT hand simply geared to turn once every 24 hours alongside the other hands. This is not a major addition to the watch itself and is not as useful either, but the game-changing moment happened when Rolex decided to replace the turnograph's 60-minute bezel with a 24-hour one. Rolex craftily revitalized the watch for a new market with just minimal effort. Since then, it became just a matter of fixing what didn't work and improving what did work the best for their brand. The first bezel from this model was made from bakelite, a predecessor to plastic which was certainly too brittle and was replaced with the same aluminum alloys used in certain period watches such as the Submariner. Soon, they added additional features like a quick set date that made the changing of the date effortless. By 1983, the second iteration of the GMT-Master, the GMT-Master 2, came into existence. It gave its users the freedom to set the GMT hand freely. This offered more flexibility for the users than it has ever been. And from there, improving technology became a trend, and the solution of it is to go digital. What a basic watch could do can also replicate everything the GMT-Master can. But these days, cellular phones become even more impressive, and it does more than watches can provide. This becomes the end of an era for mechanical watches. The GMT-Master didn't just give up and stop there. They didn't go along with the trend, and instead, it gives a big shot by introducing the ceramic bezel in 2005. This came in a full gold version of the watch, which turned out to become another trendsetter tone for the new era of Rolex. Once again, the subject for experimentation with the GMT-Master proved itself, and this worked for the best. GMT-Master became one of Rolex's most popular watches. The variety of color combinations as its distinct feature has also helped refocus its attention as an instantly recognizable and desirable item of the brand. It's been nearly 2 decades since Rolex decided to take risks and come up with the next great Rolex idea to put to the test. This year, they're back at it. And here's the exciting part as we unravel the changes they made for the 2022 Rolex GMT-Master 2 126720-VTNR. So, what's the catch with their 2022 new release? There's nothing much. because it retains the 40mm case with wider lugs that the Submariner dropped in 2020. It still has the green GMT hand which debuted in 2007. The bezel is a two-tone ceramic which is a 2013 technological upgrade from the single-piece black item. This was the result of an 8-year struggle to sort out how to pigment a single piece of ceramic to produce two colors. On the flip side, this is a first in the modern era of Rolex that caters to left-handed owners. This isn't the first left-handed Rolex, because there have been left-handed versions of popular models such as the Datejust Submariner, as well as the GMT-Master in its past releases. There are also unique left-handed only models like the King Midas, but for Rolex, this innovation serves as a watershed moment in which the GMT-Master has once again proved itself as the greatest experimental for the brand. Another feature to take a look at is the crown and all of its settings and how they function properly. Even though they can be turned upside down, this is likely in favor of having a lot of right-handed owners. The watch will spin and be set as if it remained right-handed, which is a win-win situation for both left and right-handed customers. With the instant date change, you can't recognize that it's going in the opposite direction, but it's not a big deal. Its dial, however, is different from the past Rolex that used the same dials. Rolex kept the date screen on the right because the date wheel circles the entire movement after all. But on this day, they chose to relocate the window to the left side of the dial, keeping it close to the crown, which means producing a new date wheel arrangement. A fresh new look for the GMT-Master too. And Rolex, with the minimal changes done, are most likely to recognize the significance of this critical but surprisingly subtle distinction from the older versions of this model. So far, we can notice that the distinct green and black bezel on the 126720 VTNR serves as the watch's VTNR reference. The color is still reminiscent of the original steel and ceramic GMT from its 2007 model. The green corresponds to the well-known GMT hand of the past, which is still inspired by Rolex's famous brand palette. Counting the number of left-handed people is much more challenging than it appears. As left-handed people comprise only 10% of the world's population, comfortability is one of the considerations we take a look at in this new release. For reasons that is catered to left-handed, right-handed people are the ones who are more likely to be affected. But it might come across the insignificant crown being shifted slightly to the left, which is why it becomes less of a bother. Truth be told, the GMT-Master has never been big and bulky enough to cause a problem in any case to an uneasy crown. At the end of the day, Rolex released a new version of the watch that is from its popular model in what seems like a different color thrown in to add some flavor and to spice things up. Rolex has never failed in making bespoke timepieces. What makes it special is that it's coupled with its incredible history, which makes it such a fantastic thing to behold. No doubt, Rolex is one of the best brands to go, and you can never go wrong with it. And that's it. Once again, you have now reached the end of this video. What are your thoughts about the new Rolex GMT-Master 2? We are excited to hear your thoughts. If you liked this video, we will be glad if you let us know in the comment section below. This is the luxury world, and we look forward to seeing you again in our future videos.